Welcome back to Dragon Ball Z Anime Review Part 5A. This is running episodes 75 to 86. Why 86? I'll get to that. The first couple episodes kind of resolves a minor, basically a plot thread. Well, one of the many plot threads since the Vegeta Saga. Where, because Goku's all banged up, he has to basically go healed up in a tank. And he remains in his tank for 11 episodes. Yep, a long time. Once he's put in the tank, Vegeta basically, of course, Vegeta brought him to the ship. Of course, they see all the dead bodies from all the people he killed, and they're all nervous, come in here. And Goku does this funny thing before he goes in the tank. He says, needle. And Vegeta's like, I'm not going to give you a needle. It's like, okay. Yeah, that's them from the early Namek Saga. I thought it was so hilarious. And he's put in the tank. And then pretty much and then he's like, let's get you guys changed up because you guys are roughed up for all the battle. So Krillin puts on an outfit similar to what Vegeta wore on Earth, just with a long cape, almost like a skirt thing. Gohan looks like he's wearing the same outfit Vegeta wore when he first arrived on Namek. Why in the world he dressed him like this for is never actually explained. It's probably because, look at these first two looks for Vegeta that he had in the series. And let's put Krillin and Gohan in it. Though when Gohan looks like looks like the suit can actually cover his whole legs. Krillin looks like his outfit just looks like it's long sleeve top and short sleeve, and just shorts. Yep. And of course Krillin asks the obvious question, how long is it going to take for Goku to heal? And Vegeta's based upon his size and weight, I guess it's going to take about an hour. Very long hour indeed. So, he's basically very groggy. Probably because of the recent battle he went through, so he went to go take a nap. Or to get some medicine. And Gohan's like, why move the Dragon Balls to a safe location? And have Krillin go get Dende so he can get the password. And just by sheer coincidence, he just happens to run into Dende on halfway there. So they race back, of course, take on the Dragon Balls there, and then they summon the dragon. And it's like, ooh, okay, let's bring all our friends. The dragon's like, I can't exactly, I can bring one person at a time. It's like, okay. So, and Piccolo steps in, kind of forced with him, say, hey, Gohan, resurrect me for your first wish, and your second wish, bring me the Namek. Gohan's like, okay, sounds like a good idea. So, tells Dende basically the wishes. First, resurrect Piccolo, and then bring him to Namek. Though where he is, basically, is halfway across the planet. Yeah. And he's like, okay, I better not go that direction. I better go where Gohan is. So he's not flying. He flies for a while, and then he just happens to come across Nail. Yep. And then Nail talks to him, basically referencing something that would happen later on in the Cell Saga. That you should re-merge with Kami. He gasped at that. They decided to merge with him instead. And we see the first ever fusion in the series. Of course, there's a line I thought was so funny. A couple lines that was so funny, Saga just had to say. It's if I don't like him, throw you out. And the second line, he's doing the fusion. He's like, after a little while, I'm charging you rent. I thought that was so hilarious. And Piccolo's like, wow, I became so freaking strong. I'm going to go fight Frieza now. And he flies off. And of course, Vegeta wakes up after being out for quite a while, actually. At least about almost an entire hour. Seems like. He's like, huh. Did the sky go dark? It's he looks at oh, sky completely dark. Oh crap, they must summon the dragon. And of course, they get out. And of course, they look. And of course, they summon something what the heck is that? And it's Peruga. Now, because normally, whenever Toriyama starts a saga, he uses multiple characters at the same time. At the start of this saga, this is the only new character he introduced. Yep, the only new character. Of course, they kept going on about Super Saiyan. This is something they teased since the Namek Saga. That the whole thing about people becoming a Super Saiyan. They have been teasing this, but don't worry, it's going to happen in this saga. You're going to see it, but it's not going to happen just yet. So Vegeta's Like you summon dragon, like use your wishes. Like no, we have one wish left. If you want to use your wish to use it for your, if you want to use your wish, go right ahead. And then they basically reluctantly agrees. About to use say the wish, and then Baronga dies and explodes. Of course, Frieza, he's like, what the heck is this? Everyone's like shocked, like, what the heck could happen? And what happened though, Guru died. Yes, Guru died. So, Piccolo and Dende are the only Namekians left on the whole freaking planet. So it's like, okay, everyone's like so mad. Vegeta's like somebody's about to kill him, and he just stops because he shakes and he looks like, what does he look at? And it's Frieza. Frieza has arrived. And then he starts his first epic brawl with him, basically to test his strength. Even Frieza's surprised basically how strong he's getting, but man, first time in his first of a couple rounds, Vegeta goes with Frieza. He goes for a bit, and of course Krillin and Gohan basically get a chance to do some fighting with him a bit, and he's like, time for my transformation. But Vegeta already knew about it, so he transforms. And he easily points out the obvious thing. All you did was grow 2 inches and shed your armor. That's not much transformation. Like, okay, I'll go bigger. And he grows humongous. Yeah, he's like, who should I attack first? How about you? And he ends up stabbing Krillin right through the freaking belly. Right through. I'm like, damn. And then he does the stupid thing of saying, oh, ride him, cowboy. While he's having Krillin on one of his horns. That's Frieza for you, saying the most inappropriate stuff while he basically is trying to murder people. That's Frieza for you. And I think it's knocked off, and lucky enough, Dende basically heals him in the water, mind you. And then Gohan gets mad and beats up Frieza for a bit. Knocks him out, of course, Dende heals him. And then basically they have, and then it, like with the 3 of them heal, like they try, and of course Krillin does the awesome thing. You hear him like Destructo Disc, and Frieza dodges, but ends up cutting off his tail. Yep, and remains cut off for quite some time until he transforms into a final form. Yeah. And of course Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin basically fight him for a bit. And then all of a sudden, Piccolo shows up. Yep, Piccolo. Oh, what's Goku doing the whole time? Reading the whole thing when he's in his tank. Yeah, Piccolo's back. And he's really strong. And he actually fights Frieza for a pretty good period of time. Almost to the point he had to take off his weighted clothes. And then like Goku. And it kind of turns to the way it was at the end of the Piccolo Jr. Saga, where it's like partially shredded, like his legs are showing. Like, oh my gosh, it's like reminiscent of the Piccolo Saga, basically this fight with Frieza. It's a pretty good brawl. And then he transforms into his final transformation. And while this is going on, Vegeta says, you have to tell Crow, you have to beat me up until he gets me stronger. So he just basically gives a new mortar blow. Of course, Piccolo's injured too. So Piccolo gets healed first, then eventually they reluctantly heals Vegeta, who's actually a bit stronger, but it doesn't last too long. And of course, he proceeds to beat him up, toss him in the water, and then he grabs him by the hair, punches him in the back multiple times, and he tosses him with this thing, and he grabs him by the tail, and does the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I'm like, wouldn't Vegeta's armor break by then? Of course, he's nearly breaking his back while doing it. And of course, he fires a blast, ends up killing Dende. Yep, killing Dende, which means Piccolo's the only surviving Namek. Along with Kami. Then at that point, that's when and of course, Vegeta basically is almost near death. And that's when Goku basically is like, oh, I'm healed. He gets out, looks for him for a bit, finds him, flies off, and then pretty much, of course, you have Vegeta talking like how the fact that his father and Goku's father basically stood up to him. Of course, Goku has no idea who his father is. And this, of course, is kind of basically the first time we see Bardock in the series. Yes, Bardock, the father of Goku, who was voiced by Sonny Saga. Yes, a character looks exactly like Goku, and yet Sean Schemmel doesn't voice him, but yet King Vegeta is voiced by Christopher Sabat. Does that make any sense? To me, it doesn't, but I'm sure there probably is a good reason why Sonny Saga be voicing Bardock. As a matter of fact, he would reprise the role of Bardock in the Dragon Ball Super Broly film that came out last year. So, at least that Bardock is limited to flashbacks, like brief flashbacks. In the movie, they actually get a little more detail with it, though it's basically more canon explanation of what happened to Planet Vegeta than what they explained in the Bardock film. Yeah, and of course, he does mention Reddit's in the flashback. When Frieza sees Goku, he's like, "You look just like the guy I killed 20 years ago." And Goku's like, "I don't care." Because Goku has no idea who his father is. Still to this day, he never found out who his father is. I'm surprised that Vegeta knew. I'm sure he probably knew who his father is, probably because he probably met him once. But he probably, to this day, he's never told Goku his father's name. I'm sure Gohan would like to be his biological, probably know about his biological grandfather. I'm sure he probably would. But, nope. And then, of course, Vegeta basically reveals the reason why, the way he is, where he's like so evil, and basically the reason why he acts the way he does. Frieza made him that way. And I looked up how old he was at the time the scene took place. He was 30. Yes, he was 30 years old. Goku is like about 6 years younger than he is. You see, when the series started, he was 22. Because 5 years. Actually, he was 23 when the series first started. And then when he came back and he was resurrected, he was 24. And, well, yeah, he's 24 right now. Well, Vegeta is like 6 years older than he is. But he's shorter than Goku. And it seems like, though, the only character who's basically stays the same height, aside from Vegeta, who is never taller than he is Krillin. Krillin is still shorter than Vegeta, so at least Vegeta has one person he can easily boss him whenever he feels like it. Though, basically, when it comes to Krillin, it seems like almost everybody he knows gets taller than he is. Even his future smoking hot wife, and Android 18. Yep. And then Goku basically just brushed off a few attacks by Frieza. Of course, Vegeta himself later dies after basically being hit by Frieza's little finger beam, though he does this basically while doing it. Yes, Frieza does finger beams. That's Frieza for you. By the way, that's how he destroyed Planet Vegeta with his giant humongous ball. By the way, that attack does going to play later on in this particular saga. So, he starts his fight, and that's pretty much the episode ends. That's the reason why I said to stop at 86. That's pretty much the start of Goku's fight with Frieza, which will pretty much encompass the rest of the Frieza saga, which will probably cover the rest probably in 5B. Yep. Good set of episodes. Aside from Porunga himself, there is like no new characters introduced. There's a few interesting fights. There's Frieza versus Vegeta, Frieza versus Piccolo, Frieza versus Gohan, and of course it started Frieza versus Goku round 1. Oh, and the whole thing with Vegeta, his second fight with him actually goes a little bit better for a little bit before his power runs out. Yeah, but not much else to say about this particular saga. It's really good. So far, anyways, of course, I'm just the start of it. I will review the rest of it when it comes to Part 5B, okay? So, that's it for this particular review. My next review will be a review of the newest chapter of Fire Force. Yes! After 2 weeks of waiting, we finally get released a new chapter, okay? See you next video. Bye.